He defeated them. And everything that they have lost, He recovered all back. So there was great joy. After the recovery, Abraham was walking down, and behold, the man the Bible calls Melchizedek. I don't want to go into the description of who Melchizedek is, because it's deep. But the Bible says he was the priest of the Most High. So he walked before Abraham, and two of them met. And he said to Abraham, Abraham, God bless you. Glory be to God. Abraham, the Son of God. God has given you victory over the enemy, and you have recovered everything. Be blessed. May the name of the Lord be glorified. Melchizedek pronounced blessings by words of mouth. And Abraham turned and said, Sir, before you go, please wait. He took 10% of everything that he had gone to conquer and brought back. He took 10% of them and gave to Melchizedek, the priest of the Most High. And 10% is what we call tithe. So that's why this translation says he gave him the tithe of all that he got. Abraham did not say, why should I give him 10%? When we went to do the fight, did he join? Was he part of the people who hustled for us to get back everything? Why should I give him? No. Abraham understands the secret of how to get honor in your life. You want to be honored. That tithe Abraham gave to him is a way of honoring him as a priest of the Most High God. So in other words, Abraham was honoring the God in his life. And of course, you can't do that and not attract honor in your life. You can't go to a beggar on the street and draw 5 naira and you will attract honor. Because the beggar on the street does not carry honor. But this man now is full of honor because he says the priest of the Most High. So Abraham did not carry change. Abraham took 10% of everything and gave to the priest. The blessing from the mouth of the priest stayed on Abraham. His life was never a mess. The presence of God that was with him, that was helping him, never departed. Because the principles that he was using to guide his life is the type that brings honor. Look for a man, look for a woman, look for somebody that his life deserves honor. Give them honor. You will attract honor to your own life. You may have been serving God for so many years, but you don't know some of these things. So you're asking question, why is my life like this? Why is my Christian faith not improving? How are other people getting results? What are they doing for things to work? You may not know them. Then you'll be wondering, why are you just serving God and things are not working? Honor attracts honor. Just like money attracts money. Start putting money in some place now, you will see money will start increasing. Let's read Matthew chapter 10. Matthew chapter 10, verse 40. He who receives me, and he who receives you, receives me. And he who receives me receives him who sent me. He who receives a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. And he who receives a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. And he who gives, and whosoever gives one of these little ones only a cup of cold water in the name of a disciple, surely I say to you, he shall by no means lose his reward. I'm talking to you about what? How to attract honor to your own life. It says, he who receives you has received me. Who is he talking about? You as a child of God. He said, anyone who receives you because you are a child of God, anyone who decides to treat you well because you are a child of God, anyone who decides to favor you because you are a child of God, Jesus is saying what? It is me they are doing it to. And because it is me that they are doing it to, then of course your life will attract the reward of what you have done. Not he who receives an armed robber. Not he who is hiding a thief. Somebody has told you, hide from our place, may they not catch you. Someone that will face judgment. You are helping the person to escape judgment. That one does not attract honor. In fact, it attracts what? Condemnation. It attracts judgment. And after judgment is declared, condemnation is the next thing that follows. Not he who is cooperating with 419 people. Not he who is saying what is good is what is bad, what is bad is good. Not he who is perverting justice. He who receives you, a child of God. And then he now said, he who receives a righteous man in the name of a righteous man. This money that I want to give to this man, I want to give it to him because he's a righteous man, he's a child of God. That's why I want to give it to him. And the Lord is saying, that's why we attract God to you. Because since you choose to honor somebody for my name's sake, your life must attract honor. There are things you do, God decides to give you attention. There are things you do, the heavens will turn back on you also. So you must know this. He even said, as little as cold water. If you can just give one cup of cold water to this little one, one of these little ones in my name. He said, even that little cold water you gave, there's going to be a reward for it, and you will never lose that reward. There is something that makes a person a prophet. He said, he who gives you a prophet, not because he likes his head or his leg or his dress, but because he is a prophet. He said he will receive a prophet's reward. Then what is a prophet's reward? It depends. What happened to the Shunammite woman? What was her reward? The very thing that she's looking for in her life, which is a giant, that was what became the prophet's reward that she got. So it depends. Honor is not everywhere. There are some places honor is not there. Honor is not in every life. So no matter what you do to some people, honor is not going to come because it's not there. God is not in some things. So no matter how excellent they may look like, no matter how unique you think they are, if God is not in it, God is not there. It won't favor you. You won't get any reasonable result from it because God is not in it. Let me not over-repeat myself. If you want your life to attract honor, meaning that you want your life to be prosperous, you want your life to carry favor, you want your life to become the type that people desire to be like. Give honor to the right set of people. And your life will start attracting honor in return.